Hello everyone, good evening, welcome to Stamping Flair. My name is Rochelle. Thanks for joining me. Uh, I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator in Melbourne. I have some regulars who come here, so thank you so much. And if you're new, please introduce yourself, and I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you find lots of inspiration as I share with you. So this is my weekly creative escape, which I do on a Wednesday night, and I come to you at 7:30 every Wednesday night. So if you are watching with me, please say hi, and I'll give a few moments for just people to drop by and find this. Sometimes it takes a little while to pop in your news feeds and things. And I'll just hop on to my groups as well so others can watch it as well. So today I'm sharing some things about celebration, and we've got 7 days left of celebration in Australia. I know it has finished in other parts of the world, but in Australia we have 7 days left to enjoy celebration. So it finishes on the 16th of March. So what is celebration? If you're wondering what this is, it is a sale that Stamping Up run. Last year it was held a couple of times during the year, so where you can earn a free product with every $90 you spend. So it's a completely different catalog, filled with everything is free, so you can't buy those products, and that is all available while supplies last only. So we've still got 7 days left where you can earn. There's stamp sets, there's bundles, there's designer series paper, and lots of other things. So the bundles, there's a DSP and a stamp set there as well. Some are at $180 level as well. So you have lots of choice. So it's a great time for you to stock up on your regular things you buy, like your cardstock and adhesives, because you're going to buy them anyway, so you might as well get a freebie. We also have a sale at the moment with the mini stamping card and emboss machine and 13 bundles, which are 20% off. So if you add that and make that $90 value, you're going to earn a freebie through celebration until the 16th of March. So that's another option for you. The other thing I wanted to share with you is the hope box, which is a paper pumpkin kit. Now that is basically a card making kit, which is generally available in the States. Now that is usually $37. That has been reduced by 50%. It is now $18.50. I just checked just before going live. That's why I was just about a minute late today. It is still available, but it's only while supplies last. So it's 50% off. Everything is included to make the projects inside, and you only need a clear block to mount your stamps on. So that's a bargain there. Today I am using the driving by stamp set for our card. This is a really sweet stamp set, and you may have seen it. I wonder whether you have ordered it as your freebie and used it. It is a really cute set. Got a little bus. It reminds me like a school bus, but it's like a combi. A bit of a sports car, and my friend has a Volkswagen, and she just wanted this stamp set purely for her Beetle there, so she got that. Really cute set with sentiments or thanks. You've got style. Driving by just to say hi. You This is free with a $90 order, so you get to choose what your freebie is. You're not just given this, but if you want something else, you can use that. I am using a Bermuda Bay card base, and I've also got some designer series paper from the Sunshine and Rainbows designer series paper. It's a pack of 6x6. You get 48 sheets. That is also a free celebration product. I love this paper. I just love that it's so fun and cheerful. Just the colors are really sweet. So first of all, what I'm going to do is stamp this image of the car. It's my very sporty car. And I'm stamping it all, but I'm just not going to use the balloons because I'm going to fussy cut. I think that's my big piece. I don't need that one. That's for my inside of the card. Okay, so it doesn't matter how you stamp or where you stamp it. It's just a scrap piece of cardstock I've got. And I'm going to color this in with polished pink stamping blends. This is our alcohol markers. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me as we go along. I can help you. It's a bit of a Barbie car, isn't it, with polished pink. And we're just coloring it in. So I'm using light polished pink here. All this week, for the next few days until celebration ends, in my newsletter I am sharing lots of projects using celebration products. So please subscribe to my newsletter. You will be getting lots of inspiration, and I email you regularly with projects, tutorials, and you also get first offers, like with regards to the promotion. Last night I just got that out straight away, and I know lots of you ordered it. So getting quick with things like that as well. But I send you tips and lots of fun with that. So please subscribe. I've got the link in the description there for you. So this week we're sharing lots of ideas with celebration products, so you can use what, if you have things, you can even use things you've already got. But I'm also giving ideas how you can get the most out of the freebies. Just going back with the darker polished pink to give it some shading. Now I'm gonna get the light soy saffron. I did think of putting Daffodil Delight, but I think I'll go with soy saffron. Just for those lights. Oh, that's not quite a light. Maybe we'll go grey. See, I can't see. That's not a light. That's the light. We'll just go with grey on that edge. This one is Smoky Slate. Okay, I'm just using Smoky Slate. I've got the dark and the light. I'm using them for the tires as well, but I'll just use that on the center, and we'll add some definition, and we'll add the color on the outer, the dark color. If you cover the whole thing, you run the risk of losing the definition of the stamp, and then especially with the dark smoky slate or black, you might not see those lines, and then it just becomes one big blur. Let's add a bit of Pool Party just for that windscreen, just to add some shading there. And I'm just going to fussy cut this out. working with a smaller piece of cardstock is easier. We'll be getting, as demonstrators, we get to see the new annual catalog on the 24th of March. Now that is super exciting for us. I always get excited. We get to see new in colors. So 5 brand new colors, which will last for 2 years. And our outgoing colors will be the 2020 colors, which is Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, Magenta Madness, and Bumblebee. They're going out. So if you have got the ink pads, or if you would like them, I would suggest you get the refills now, and you get your freebies. But they will probably go out first once the retiring list is announced on the 24th. They will be the first to go. Generally, that's how it works. Everyone stocks up on them, because if you have the ink refills, they last for ages. So that's our little color. And let me bring my camera in so you can see a little bit better. It's a little car, isn't it? Hopefully that makes it a bit better. Alright. Next we are going to use our stamping, cut and emboss machine. Now I'm going to use the mini machine, and this is the one you are going to get at a discounted rate at the moment, which is at 20% off. It's now 83 instead of 104. We're going to use our layering circles dies. Now these fit in the stamping, cut and emboss machine, the mini one. So anytime that you want to know, does those particular dies or particular embossing folders, do they fit in this machine, always check out our catalog, because in it will say mini, and then you know it gives you indication on what fits and what doesn't at the next to the product, or at the back of the catalog. It'll give you an idea. So our plates are all numbered, and it'll tell you how to assemble it as well. So this is for dies. It'll say plate number 1, then plate number 2. So it is user friendly and very compact. It folds like that, so it's teeny tiny when you carry it. It's very lightweight. Nice to take away on holidays, or if many of you would go on craft camps, so it's easy to carry, and you can store it on your desk as well. It doesn't take so much space, so the footprint is small. So I'm just running this. I'm using this supple shimmer paper. It's cardstock. You get 1 12 by 12 in this lovely pink. It's like it's blushing bright, but it's a bit brighter than that. And there's also one which is mint macaron, I would say. Like, let me show you. It's that. You can see that's the color, really pretty. And then we're going to cut another smaller circle from Mango Melody. So these are the layering circles dies. I think this is, if you've got a die cutting machine, these dies are a staple that you would want in your craft room. the circles, you'll use it all the time. Now with this circle, we're going to emboss it. And I'm using the checks and dots embossing folder. So these are the checks, obviously. And we'll put that in there. And for the embossing folder, here again it says this is a regular embossing folder, it's not our 3D ones. So it says use plate 1 and plate 3. So we'll put that there. And we'll run it through. And then you get this beautiful pattern, which you can see. Okay. Now let's get to do some assembling. I've just got this piece of cardstock, the Bermuda basic card base, and then the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper, which is the free with the Celebration $90 order, and that's just 9.9 by 14.2. That's pretty too. I was tossing up which side to use. I like that soft sea foam side too. So many nice papers. So much goodness, but the rainbows are just that little bit of fun. I'm thinking something like that, and maybe that. I just added the pink for a bit of sparkly and just fun. Okay. Our car's going this way, so we'll put it that way. Right. Now for our sentiment, I have got driving by just to say hi. I'm using Tuxedo Black. That's crooked, but I will cut it, fix it up on my cutting. So now that that is straight, I can straighten this up. So let's just trim that down a bit. Just use whatever scrap you've got and use it up like that. I used the piece that I was using to stamp on, and that's why. I'll just trim that down there. So I picked up on the yellow there, and that's why I picked the Mango Melody, and just a little bit of brightness and fun. Now in hindsight, trying to work out what to do. There we are. Okay. We may put a mat on that. So how I work that out is I will get a piece of polished pink cardstock. I'm just getting some cardstock, sorry, just bear with me. Okay, and we'll do a quick, I will just glue that like that. I'm just being tricksy here. So then I've got two sides done. Normally I'd measure it, but I am not. And then we can always trim, and I'll bring it down here because I find it a bit easier on this side. So just adding that mat helps. Just keep that bit popped up and I'll trim that down. It's just a whisk over. Alright, that's better. Alright, so let's stick this glimmer paper down. If you wanted to, you could make that the exact same pink by adding blends on it, but I'm not going to bother. You can color your glimmer paper any color. Just add a couple of dimensionals. And there. And we'll add our little car here. Now I'm going to put a couple in the middle because so it sits firmly in there. And we can for the inside of the card, I'm just going to put a piece of designer series paper, and I'll decorate that the outside of the envelope the same way. And I tend to do this so that I don't hoard my paper as well, and otherwise I'll just have way too much paper. So I might stamp the car on the front actually of the envelope. We'll stamp it in polished pink so we don't have to color it up. The bright and sunny card. It's a teensy weensy over on that side, so I'm trimming it. Let's give the car a no, actually I was going to stamp the car, but then it's got what do you call it, it's got the balloons, but it doesn't matter. Let's stamp it and it'll be much more celebratory. Now when you color the envelope, I suggest, because it's stamping blends, that you just add a bit of a shim of some sort underneath, because otherwise there's a tendency it will go, the color will go through to the back. So what I do is I just put a bit of card stuff under when I color that, because it can run through its stamping blends, and then you don't want the color on the other side as such. We'll color it, and it's just a nice touch, I guess. You could easily cut apart this stamp actually, because the balloons are nicely separated from that car, and it's a good stamp to cut apart, and it's not hard. Some stamps are pretty close and I go right to the edge, but this one would work nicely. So saffron, and then we'll go with light grey, light smoky slate, sorry. And our dark smoky slate. I'll have a list of the products I've used up probably within the next 15 minutes. I'll just put that up. Then you can order what you need, or you can message me what you like. Okay, let's make it. I'm just going to add some Daffodil Delight. This is kind of, you can just use what you've got. Just use a mix of colors. Let's use a purple. What's that? Fresh fruit? Well, no, that's not purple. Let's go. This is, let me tell you, Fresh Freesia. This is the dark one. I'm just mixing. And let's bring a Bermuda Bane, because so it ties in with the inside of our card. Cute card, I like it. I just like that stamp set. I did have this ribbon, but I'm not going to put it. I think we've got enough shimmer and shine for that card. You can add some little embellishments if you like, but I think the paper is cute, and it is doing the job for us with that, and that shimmery paper is nice as well. So I hope you like it. Watch out for my newsletter with some ideas for you as well, which I'll be sharing. So thank you for joining me. I will be having an online class on Saturday morning. I have changed the time because I had a commitment at afternoon, but 10 to 11-ish. It starts at 10 with giving celebration and send-off, so join me then. But keep an eye out for some projects I'll be sharing through the week. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.